why won't you bring an action-based Teams messaging extension? And this one is created with Teams Toolkit for Visual Studio. Short thing about me. I think most of you know me already, so nothing really to illustrate. Correctly explain my demo. I want to select the product for the task module, post it as an adaptive card in the first step, and then let someone vote order from the adaptive card to another adaptive card. Normally, I would directly jump in with my demo here, but today, let me show you another slide because I want to really illustrate before the user experience from an action-based extension, because there are two things. You might know the search-based message extensions because they recently became very popular as Copilot plugins. Nevertheless, also the action-based ones can be used as Copilot plugins. And also, in the recent samples, most of the time, adaptive cards were used and not task modules. But task modules have a great benefit in terms of UI experience because you can do more complex stuff with it. So this is the explanation up front. Come on. Now let's jump into my demo. Make it quick and short. I have my application already right here. Can open it, make it really quick. You know, from any kind of compose box where the app is installed, you can open a messaging extension right here. Took a bit longer because I don't know. Nevertheless, here you can see the difference between an adaptive card and this much richer UI. And even I reduced my scenario a bit. It can be much more complex. Here you have a details list. Everything is realized with Fluent UI. You can also reduce this list. And you can now select one of the products and submit an order. Not really work. Actually helps. But again, I hope you can cut it out. No, sorry. Don't have any kind of idea what's going on here. Sorry. Yesterday, I did so many times after it didn't work. I think to have to break it in. No idea. Ask them. No, sorry. Cannot tell you what's wrong here. I think we have to go on. We can continue because at the very end I can show you a video of it in my repository, how it looks like. Sorry for that. So let's flip back to the slides. How it should work. So one of the challenges of this action-based scenarios together with this task module. So what you have seen with your UI, Fluent UI stuff, or you can of course use any other kind of UI framework, is currently with Teams Toolkit, you cannot easily mix two capabilities. So to mix a message-based extension on the one hand, which is more backend, and front-end UI like a tab on the other hand. Yeah, and here you have two solution scenarios, which are really not templates out of the box. On the left side, you see the Sharp-based ones, and on the right side, you see the Node.js ones, which is even much harder to realize, I found out. And that's, that's the current case and the current challenge. The only thing what you really have to care about on the front end, of course, you have to care about the UI capabilities, front end lists, loading, blah blah. But that's not really the problem. The only thing here is that you finally have to submit your result so that your product that gets ordered reaches the backend where you can where you should normally you haven't seen that yet, but where it should normally being incorporated. From an architectural point of view, it works the case that first, it looks a bit weird, but first when the red messaging extension is called, and this is what you have seen with the UI, the first one, this is done from the bot, on the upper right side. And then you see the first UI. This is what you have seen. But what you have not seen in this demo anymore was when the product got submitted, then the second method in the bot framework was called, and this would have produced a result like an adaptive card in the middle of the screen. Yeah, and then after an order should have taken place. And then the final result should have been the third one. Some miscellaneous points with Teams Toolkit, which I faced with this scenario, which I meanwhile more or less created in two versions. Which you have seen that 2 slides ago. I created for C# and also for Node.js. Is of course the mixing things, but also they are partially behind. So the Teams JS SDK, for instance, partially was much behind the current version, and this I had to cover because the submit dialog URL is not really in good shape in older versions. Yeah, also the Fluent UI version. You should take care for much newer ones than delivered by the template coming from Teams Toolkit. Also, if you want to use it, especially or in the C# version, if you want to use JS interop, then not all functions from Teams JS SDK are covered, so you have to either reproduce them or simply use script code inside your HTML. Yeah? Then 2 versions for the manifest are applicable, still valid for when you want to use these Teams managing extensions in Outlook. Then you have to use 1.13 or above. And if you want to have more sections about Copilot already, then you have to use 1.17. There you have more semantic descriptions or prompt descriptions inside there. And this was recently published. But all things on this slide are, of course, a moving target. And this might change for months after months, because especially Team SchoolKit is moving around. And on the one hand, it's good, but on the other hand, it's also hard, because it's hard to find the new architecture coming back after 2 months that I have seen. And yeah, it's really, as said, a moving hard target. Last but not least, the code, only one sample is getting the data from an Azure table. This is split up into two things. So at first, you need a client, and second, you need to get all products. This was a sample code, but you can also, as you have seen in the UI, you can also go and get orderable products or non-orderable products, and also the update code looks quite the same here, and the rest I omitted to show here. This is what you can find in your sample. Okay, some resources. 2 blog posts about the creation, one for C# and the other one for Node.js. Last but not least, the PNP sample. I will try to jump in there and quickly show you how it would look like in a simple GIF. Here you see how it should look like. Now you can order something. You see you have already ordered 14 plus 3. The result is 17. So that was from my side. Very, very sorry that this time my demo didn't work. Yeah. No, don't know what happened, but hope you forgive me. Thanks for your attention.